1 in 5 celebrities have been involved in a public scandal, but only one has been linked to a $100 million divorce, an audition debacle, and a bribery offense. The question is, what's the real price of JLo's fame? Jennifer Lopez's glamorous facade hides a web of shocking scandals carefully concealed from the public eye. These revelations I'll be exposing will leave you speechless. Starting off with an alleged inappropriate tape scandal. The singer's intimate videos recorded by her first husband, Ojani Noa, have been the subject of a complicated legal battle for years. Her ex-husband's business partner, Ed Meyer, planned to unveil the film telling a tale of their failed marriage. To give quick background, Lopez and Noa first met at a Cuban restaurant in Miami where he was working as a waiter. They married in February of 1997 but divorced 11 months later, and Noa would go on the record much later and say their relationship changed after Lopez catapulted to the next level of stardom. He said, "Jen loves being in love, but she's been engaged 6 times. I was husband number 1, and she told me I was the love of her life. When we laid in bed on our wedding night, she said we would be together forever." He then continued by saying, "We fell in love when she was already famous, but during our marriage, she became a mega star. For years, it was too painful to talk about. I wanted to lie low and live my life. But when I saw she got married to Ben, who is a good guy, the feelings came flooding back." I'm not trying to invalidate his feelings, but my guy, 11 months. And I hate to say it, but I think that most people go into each marriage assuming they will be with their partner forever, right? I don't know. To me, it's very much giving can't let go, can't move on, and still salty. But anyway, the master tape of all the footage was in a central depository court order. But Meyer believed at the time that they had a legal loophole after Lopez withdrew her claims while the case was in arbitration. Meyer had said, "We are going to produce a DVD and also have a streaming release of the JLo home video footage. There is a revealing video of her with lack of clothing in inappropriate situations, especially in the hotel footage from the honeymoon." He added that the footage will shock her fans and claimed that he had unfinished business with Lopez as he continued to expose her personal side. I can maybe understand her ex-husband Noah saying all of this and wanting some sort of revenge and even having unfinished business of sorts that would make him want to expose JLo. But his business partner, what? Just loud and wrong, doing entirely too much to try to get a bag, clearly. So at the end of the day had to end, and that it did because Noah released absolutely nothing. The video has never been seen, and I really hope the man honestly has moved on by now. Now, this next scandal is super weird, very bizarre to not talk about it. So I'm dishing it to you, and if you haven't heard about it, thank me later. This is the JLo Virgo audition controversy, and please let me preface by saying I'm into astrology. I might have not went on a date with someone because they were a sign that my sign doesn't match well with, but I'm nowhere near as petty as JLo is in this next story. So back in 2012, JLo held a dance audition for her world tour. Now, it sparked heated debates about the fairness and legitimacy of the casting process. Here's the breakdown, okay? So she held an open casting call and hundreds of dancers attended the audition. But things took an unusual turn when it was revealed that Lopez had a peculiar requirement for the dancers. According to various reports and testimony from dancers who attended the audition, Lopez asked the dancers about their, yes, you guessed it, astrological signs, but in specific really just wanted to know whether they were Virgos or not. Several dancers came forward speaking on this, including Heather Morris, one of the stars from the hit show Glee, claiming that Lopez made a point to ask everyone in the room if they were Virgos or not. Some even alleged that all Virgos were dismissed and not even given a chance to audition. JLo apparently walked in the room and said, "Thank you guys so much. You guys have worked so hard. By a show of hands, if there are any Virgos in the room, can you just raise your hands?" Apparently, she saw the raised hands, whispered to her assistant, and then dismissed all of the Virgos. They all just had to leave. And this was after 6 to 8 hours of being there and not paid hours because you don't get paid to go to these auditions. So this was just a big waste of time basically. And hold on, just imagine you lose an opportunity of a lifetime because you're a Virgo. Like, I just know that room was hot. So one dancer who wished to remain anonymous told a popular dance publication that JLo's team asked about their sign before the audition. And the dancer, who's a Virgo, claimed they were immediately cut and never given a chance to even attend the audition, period. Another dancer corroborated this, saying that JLo's team seemed to be looking for non-Virgos specifically. This dancer, who isn't a Virgo, admitted to being surprised by the unusual question, but acknowledged being a Scorpio very well may have given them the advantage. Now, JLo girl, I just want to know, what have Virgos done to you? Like, no shade when I say this, but I know Mark Anthony was a Virgo, so maybe that's why. Nevertheless, Lopez's team never publicly confirmed or denied these allegations. However, JLo once did mention in an interview with a popular talk show that she does believe in the power of astrology and often considers that when making really important decisions, so there's that. Of course, there was a lot of mixed reactions as well. One person said, in JLo's defense, Virgos tend to be highly uncoachable unless they happen to share your vision. And another simply said, such a Leo move. Regardless of the motivations behind JLo's alleged preference for non-Virgos, the incident left a very sour taste in the mouths of many, many dancers and raised questions about the fairness and transparency of the audition process in the entertainment industry. This next scandal is alarming, but also shocking because I personally have not heard of it before. This is the Jennifer Lopez criminal scandal. This dates back to 2015 and involves illegal substances, fraud, and payola, which is the practice of bribing someone to use their influence. You learn something new every day. Accusations are that JLo spiked a Sony label executive's drink, took them back to her house where she then gifted them in exchange for streams and sales. It was also alleged that she actually took part in this deed more than 8 times over the span of 3 months, from March 2015 to June 2015. Now, JLo never responded to the allegations. However, on June 2nd of 2015, her debut single, If You Had My Love, spiked 88 spots to number 15 on the US daily Spotify charts before falling 81 spots to 106 the following day. Many believe this is one of the many times where label executives gave Lopez exactly what she wanted. The same song would have random and strange spikes on platforms such as Spotify, iTunes, Apple Music, and YouTube, all helping push the song on the Hot 100. When a blog posted on this incident, Jennifer lost over 50,000 followers on Instagram and Twitter, and the hashtags boycott JLo and hashtag JLo payola began trending, with boycott JLo being the #1 trending hashtag. The following day, Kiss FM announced they would be cutting ties with JLo, and 3 days later her song was removed from Spotify playlisting. Jennifer has never spoken out about her mental state or how she felt about it. She actually has never even mentioned it once. Do you think she's capable of being that villainous, or do you think this is just another rumor fueled by hate and jealousy? Let me know your thoughts. I'm your host Ashley. It's been great catching up.